So, are we ready to meet the aero substance?
We're as ready as we can be, Marshal. There's not much you can do to prepare me as super weapon.
Oh, come on, Ion. That's not very nice of you, is it? You shouldn't think of her as just a super weapon. I mean, that's practically our kid.
In what way, Marshal? I don't see her as a kid. I see her as the savior of our planet.
I see the upper handsmen are really getting to your brain now.
What? No, Oh, wait, you've got a point, Marshal. Sorry.
It's fine, just try to consider maybe thinking about her as a child, rather than just a super weapon for us to use and then probably toss out or maybe use for another energy source. Please, Ion, it's all I ask.
Fine. I'll try. I'm only trying, though, because I don't want to be compared to those monsters. I don't want to become like them either.
To be honest, I don't think you have the capability of becoming one of them. You're too nice despite your serious attitude.
You make me sound like a pushover, Marshal.
Who said you weren't one?
The badge I have exactly right on my chest.
A rank can only say so much about you.
Yeah, okay, Marshal. Come on, Marshal. Let's do this. Unknown Energy. The Readings. Volume 2. What? Do you have any idea why we just said that?
I genuinely have no clue.
It's happened to me before, too. I really don't know what's up with it.
We'll talk about that more some other time. We have more important matters to discuss with you.
I can tell. You guys seem pretty scared. What, you guys think I'm gonna bite you or something? No, I'm not a feral animal.
But I will not, nom.
Oh, shut it, Cone.
Oh, man.
What exactly is that, by the way? That talking creature that you just spoke to? Mind explaining more about them? They didn't exactly exist when we first created you, which we'll get into that, but mind giving us more info on him first?
Oh yeah, that's Cone. He sort of materialized into my life randomly. It was a slow process, but he eventually just appeared one day when I was younger, and now he's kind of just stuck with me. He has this thing where, we both can't be separated. It's like some sort of chain connects us. If I die, he disappears, but if he dies, he just reforms. It's pretty weird, and it's a pretty lengthy thing to explain.
I just appeared one day, like poof. I'm just there, huh? I had to learn everything on my own. But I knew a few things when I was born, like for example how to talk, how to eat, and most importantly, how to fight and materialize into different things.
That's remarkable, actually. Do you think this could be a energy manifestation?
It's looking like it is. Here, hold still. Yeah, wait, why is it? How did that even? Why is it so slippery? Right, grabbing a small sample, and there we go. We're done now.
It's really fussy.
Oh, believe me, I know. It's a nightmare to live with.
All right. Yeah, this is definitely an energy manifestation. I didn't even know that this energy could hold manifestations, and it looks like this isn't the only one. There's just, seeing by this data, there's about 2. The one we're seeing right now, and one that hasn't been uncovered.
Wait, there's another? I never knew about this. Where? Cone, do you know anything about this?
Just ate a part of our interrogation table. Whatever. Continuing on, as we promised, we'd tell you about your past and how you were created, so let's get into explaining that. It all started in our laboratories back when correlation was still in form. Correlation, if you didn't know, is opposite a group against the upper handsmen that got taken over later on in the years, but we'll get to that more later. During the final stages of correlation, I accidentally created something. An energy that had the power to reach levels beyond recognition, beyond scalability. An energy that had an unknown power source. Aero substance. With the help of my assistant here, we managed to create a form for this aero substance. It's almost unbelievable how long it was. Using this form, we'd try and track down the aero substance from wherever the teleporter took it. And we ended up failing for the most part, as we weren't able to find you before correlation fell. But we did make you, and the reason we couldn't keep you is because our teleporter was broken, and it was sporadic. It would take anything that was placed into it to another place, one that we couldn't track. Randomized places, actually. And we couldn't keep you in the facility since you'd destroy us. Your power source was too large for us to be able to hold in the facility. If you were to be let loose, then catastrophe would happen. We had no other choice but to hope we'd find you, and now that we have, I think we have the possibility of reimagining correlation, regrouping it, and possibly, with your power, we could destroy the upper handsmen. I'm sure you've heard a bit of them, right?
I've heard about them, but I don't really know who they are. I just know that they've been messing with a friend of mine, and I want to know what's going on. If it's something that's has to do with anyone I know, I want to be able to fix it, but at the same time, I don't know how I feel about being used for that type of stuff. I have a lot of bad experience with being used for energy or some sort of advantage or just anything in general. I don't know. I have to think about
Well,
it.
we won't force you. We know of your experience, and we don't want to push anything onto you. If you choose not to help, then that's your decision. But you'd be a really great help in stopping these horrible people. I'm sure if they were to be able to advance any more, they'd be able to take over galaxies, dimensions even. We'd lose control of the situation entirely, and there would be nothing stopping them from taking you or your friends. It's not that we want to control you, it's that we want to help you, and we want to help our road too. We know you have your own life and everything else now, but we just want to get done what we already did. You want to finish what we started. It's up to you if you'll help us, though.
Okay. What's the worst and best things that could happen in this situation? Like, what if I were to help you? Just, I want to know.
Well, the best outcome would be that we'd start a war with the upper handsmen, and we'd end up winning that war because of you. The entire rest of Exodus would be free from the upper man's control, and the correlation would be back in control. The governments would be back, everything would slowly go back to the way it was before the upper handsmen came and ruined everything.
The worst outcome is that we make a slip-up and the upper handsman general finds you and decides to use you for his powers, making him unstoppable and unseizable. But that's just the worst outcome. that doesn't mean we are going to get the worst outcome.
I hope you're right about that. I really don't know how I'd feel if that person, this horrible person that you're describing, got their hands on me. Just gives me the shivers even thinking about it.
It scares us too, not just because our planet would be doomed and possibly the multiverse would be doomed too. We'd lose someone really great and wonderful. We'd lose a life. That life being yours. We created you, so we want to take care of you. Isn't that right, Ion?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, I'm just not used to... Praise? Is that what it's called? Parental affection? Giving parental affection? I'm not sure what to call it, but I'm not used to that.
Oh, right. I forgot you guys were basically my parents. That's something. You guys did a pretty crappy job in raising me. I already got someone to replace you.
Yeah, we didn't do that good, did we?
We'll try to do better now that we have you here. This time, we actually can raise you since we know where you are now.
Yeah, what took you guys so long to find me anyway? I'm pretty sure that your world is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 dimensions away from Genesis. That's where I was born at. And this place is actually... No, never mind. It's pretty far from paradise.
Well, not only was there the fact that we got taken over before we could explore more, there was also the dimensional border that the upper handsman put up that didn't allow anyone to leave or enter without certain authorization. We happened to get that certain authorization for exploration and tasks given to us by the upper handsman. So we had to do a bit of digging on our own to try and find you.
Oh, all right. That actually makes a lot of sense. By the way, why are you with Vyoko, the blood guy?
Well, I sort of ran into him, and while investigating a certain place, he was oddly nice towards me. I think he assumed I was a bad guy at first, but I had to let him know that I was certainly not happy with being on the upper handsman's side. He's actually the reason we found you. His phone call to you was the only way that we'd know that you're here, that the Irujao is still alive, in fact. So, I guess we gotta give a big thanks to him. He's the reason that we're even doing this, we're even having this conversation.
All right, I'll make sure to tell him sometime that, you guys said that. As for my decision, I think I'll do it. If it means protecting my friends and everything that I've made so far, then yeah, I'll do it.
That's great. We're happy to have you on the correlation. Now all we have to do is find our old members inside of the upper handsmen and collide them together to form a secret group. Secret rebellion. This might be a bit difficult due to the security of the upper handsmen, but with enough practice and enough preparation, we should be able to do it. We just need to get enough people, and then we can start the war.
All right. I think I'll be heading off now. I need to go meet up with a few friends. But it was nice talking to you guys for the first time ever. Getting to know my parents. It was pretty fun. When do I come back for all of this?
We'll tell you when. For now, you should probably stay away from Exodus since it might not be the safest option for you. If they know you're there, then not only Quantum will come after you, but a lot of other dangerous people will come. Stay safe, all right?
All right. See ya.